when you have money, the dynamic is always going to be different, because whoever that you meet, you'll always think, oh, they're here for the money, not for me. No matter how much love they show you, sometimes they can be very genuine. But also sometimes they cannot be that genuine because you have money, you know, and give you that kind of respect that you want.
Yes.
And you might misinterpret that respect for love.
For love and respect, man.
Exactly.
How long after being Limedia, how do you think is an appropriate time to move in with her?
Whenever it feels right. I fully believe in fat and set before anything.
That's the only way.
And I feel like fat and set is going to make you, it's difficult to know how a person is when you guys live separately.
Yeah.
Because every time you come together, you pretending.
What's one thing that you undermined or misunderstood or took for granted until you experienced it yourself or had to go through it yourself to understand the gravity of it? So for me, for example, is that I never used to understand about or my parents say they don't have money. For me, it's that thing of, but to be honest, to be truthfully honest, I'm sure we've also had that girl. Had the qualities we want, just not aesthetically pleasing. Maybe when That's
true.
They don't has a nice ass or cleavage or whatever, but they didn't have that.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go with love. To say, you'll easily take love for granted.
Ooh.
And granted in the sense, you take it for granted in the sense of, I've seen a lot of people who were maybe in very toxic relationships. And it's very easy for you as an individual to be like, leave him, leave her. He's not treating you right, or she's not treating you right, you know? She goes and finds a sugar daddy, and both of you are now feeding from that sugar daddy.
That's a good thing. That's a fucking good thing. What are you saying?
The fuck you mean it's a good thing?
That's a good thing. What?
Fuck that shit, though.
Isn't it concerning that women are able to be slick about infidelity, and for you not to find out?
Bro, I was just about to say, I've
like,
seen...
It's like there are pros in this shit.
There are a few. The next thing, a guy's biggest fear in a relationship, I think, is just infidelity, bro. Infidelity. There's nothing as painful as you being a man and being told that your girl is a hoe.
You know why that's true, ne? It's all a show once because this man just killed the vibe.
Hello, Street Squad. Welcome to Global Streetz Live. As you know, Lesotho is always just trying to mess something up. My name is Witty. I'm chilling with my cast. Got Lesotho. We've got Kagiso. We were obviously in the middle of something.
This guy, I'm chilling with my cast. I hide these niggas.
Look, it's killing the vibe again, bruh.
This guy, bruh.
What's wrong with him?
Continue. Chilling with your cast.
We are obviously going to be getting into it and doing what we're supposed to be doing.
I don't know what the
fuck is this thing doing. But anyway, welcome to Global Streetz Live. We are getting into it. Today we obviously have some other hot topics that are, again, going to, trigger, but in a very good way. And let's go for it. This guy's yawning.
Hey,
I was about to ask you how you're doing, but yeah, he's very tired. And what's got you so tired, sir?
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Okay. What have you been up to? Thinking
and...
What are you thinking about?
Life.
Nay. You think about the nay.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. You know, I used to love Nene. I used to.
Can you Nene?
Yeah, I used to Nene in the club.
Come
bro.
Nene first then. Fuck, he does know the Nene.
What do you mean? What did you think? Hey, this guy. I used to Nene in the club, my nigga.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't associate this guy with like, you know, like your dumbass hip hop, you know? Because I was like dumb hip hop.
Ne? I'm one as the underground
it was like
gang and
club
shit.
hip hop. Nah, I don't even like that kind of hip hop. The serious one. Fuck that thing.
Yeah,
I want to
'cause
party in the club.
I used to listen to just underground J. So commercial was like
Boy Mortal Technique and
R&B
shit.
for me.
That hip hop is not mine, though. I don't wanna lie. Naki kinganya music and kinganya vibey music. So that vibey, that is why Drake is my guy.
Fuck Drake.
Oh.
Fuck Mtraga Traga.
Drake
Tra,
is
tra,
my
tra.
guy.
Mtrakula.
Tra, tra.
The best.
But to
of
pose the
all
question,
time.
guys, no?
Sure.
Just to start the podcast. How long after being Limedia, how do you think is an appropriate time to move in with her?
Whenever it feels right. That could even be like 3 days later.
Bro, puppy love anytime is the right time.
Practically.
For me, Mfana, whatever that you feel, the thing is, hey, fuck, you can't even.
But moving in is a big decision,
I
meaning
know.
furniture and everything, la share. So how long after a relationship whereby you guys have tested each other and you find to be each other perfect companions and do you find it a suitable time to move in together?
Okay.
Whenever it feels right, I don't want to lie to you. Whenever it feels right,
Bro, anytime can
It's-
feel right. 1 week, 2 days after meeting this girl will
that's
feel
exactly
right.
what I'm saying. There's no time. If you feel like moving out after 1 day, move out.
We're not typing back out, but it'll take half of your shit after
I
divorce.
I know, but it feels right at the time. It feels right.
What's
at
your
the
take, G-Man?
Nah, I just firstly the sooner the better.
time?
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying the sooner the better is because I've seen a lot of, and I'm gonna say, marriages literally go south
Crumble.
in turmoil simply because of the fact that you enjoyed each other at a distance.
Separately, yeah.
But now once you come together,
It's a problem.
you are a wreck. You are both wrecks. You are both messed up. You have probably both not healed from either childhood trauma or adulthood trauma. Now you're coming together as one, but you thought you are for each other, but you realize that fuck,
You know,
actually,
what you're saying is very much heavy. I read a quote or I saw a video on TikTok. Ibu Ahore. Dating is not for honeymoon phase.
yeah,
That's when everything wrong should take place. The difficult conversation, the fights, and all
Exactly.
that. Marriage should be the easy part. Because that means,
you've learned.
besides
together
all the hardship that you guys have gone through, you've learned to love each other as you are.
as you are.
So we do the opposite, whereby dating, we put in a facade, whereby we
Yes.
fake.
Yeah,
Kgoiti, ase kgoiti,
Exactly,
lesego
'cause I'm
ase-
trying to
ase
impress.
lesego, whereby we trying to impress,
Yeah.
we trying to have our life in order.
Control.
But ha se lenyalo le re fuck, LSG o pheta dikao tse fate.
yeah,
LSG ha tsebe ho hlwatsa bata a qeta ho
Sure.
hlapa. Or LSG
Yeah.
doesn't, or kgoiti doesn't do the garden, doesn't
Yeah.
take out the trash
Yeah.
bin.
Hoizong come out.
Well,
Control.
understand that. And then it's a problem, hustling it. It's like you've been lying to me this whole time.
Practically.
But now, if when I LSG le motho wa hore, you know what? This is the traumas that I have. When I'm going through the most, I isolate. I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. She knows now when LSG is going through the most, I mustn't disturb
isolates,
him.
yeah, exactly.
I must leave him in his own space, in his own room, or I must do what. That's when the most difficult situations might have. Well, I said now one. Is that child gonna be Muslim, Christian, Islamic, or Jewish, whatever the case is? How are you gonna discipline the kid? Are you gonna spank them? Are you soft parenting? What type of education? It becomes a problem now. So, and you guys haven't had that discussion.
Ah, wow.
I'm fine. When soft parenting is something that I do not go with.
But I'm just making an example. What type of parenting are you going to... How are you going to share the bills? Is it going to be 40-60, 50-50?
Yeah.
But
100% you? What's going to be the case?
I fully believe in fat and set before anything.
That's the only way.
And I feel like fat and set is going to make you... Well, it's difficult to know how a person is when you guys live separately.
Yeah.
Because every time you come together, you pretending. I wanna see you on the day when I leave the moods. This is how you are. Because if we are dating and we live separately, every time we come together, we're gonna want to be perfect for each other.
Sure.
Which is not a fucking good thing. We should be staying together. Gives us a time, because even when you don't even like taking off your weave, you have to take it off.
Sure.
Take it off. Let me see how.
Let me see the shape of your head.
Exactly. Let me see the shape of your head. If you are insecure about the shape of your head, it's fine. I'll live with it. And I'll understand. And I'll understand how very you're insecure about it. So I'm not gonna even make fun of it or maybe do banter about it. But for me, you can never know someone. You can even never marry someone if you haven't stayed with that person for at least like a good 6 months. Because in that 6 months you probably have fought, you probably have argued. Yeah, mara kitso ska sia dijana yi wena o di seal. Bona andapende how. You probably, and you must have fought and be able to find a resolution each and every single time you guys fight. Because that's how you guys going to learn how to live together.
Safe zones or safe spots as well. Like SKH, you want to be left alone, just in complete silence. Then but there's no music, there's no movie dates, there's no pestering. What's wrong? They leave you for those few hours for you to defrost and everything. So for example, now I'm one person. When I wake up maybe an hour, 30 minutes before I need to go bath or anything, because I need to defrost. But fuck all. When I wake up, you find I'll just chill and just think. Just defrost. Sure. I'm the easiest person to live with, ne? But that's the one time I keep questioning you are to be asked, what am I doing? What's in my mind? Just let me be. Because I'm thinking, okay, how's my day going to be? How's my week? How's my month?
Yeah, you're structuring, yeah.
Am I coping? Yeah. Am I okay? Where do I need help? Who do I need to speak to? And. I understand that. And if I don't have the answers to that, maybe I'll do a morning workout. I'll jog. I'll do push-ups and all that. Maybe just to alleviate some of the pressure. So unclog my mind and think and all that. It depends. Me, morning.
I'm also like that, ne? I'm not really a morning person. I don't want to be spoken to when I wake up. But I don't have that thing on I need to defrost for like 30 minutes. Bro, literally, nakirata bro. So even if I have to go somewhere, trust me, I'm going to wake up 5 minutes before having to take a bath.
Fuck, that's extreme. Sports.
I can't.
And I need to defrost.
I can't, bro. I also need to defrost. There's other things that I need to do before bathing. I need to go to the bathroom, need to sit there, need to think about how my day, is going to be.
Well, you just
there's no thinking for me. Literally, I'll wake up. For an example, if I work from home.
I take a shit every morning. Practically, yeah.
If I work from home every morning, I'm waking up 5 minutes before.
Nah, not even, bro. I couldn't do that shit. I would never. Bro, like literally, I would feel like I'm late. Because now it's that thing you're already thinking. Have you ever walked in work late? Now you're sitting here like, fuck. It feels like you're playing catch up the whole day. Oh, this is how it feels to me. You know what? So I think I'm also like a where I have to sit and be like, okay, I need to think about what my day is going to be. I need to picture myself getting out of my home or my house and knowing that, okay, fine, kia spanning. You know what? So it's just that thing that I would never. 5 minutes before, yes, like you're literally calling for an entire day of you being disorientated, which is very uncomfortable.
Nah, I don't want to lie to you. I do prioritize Boroko more than anything.
Really? Yeah, well.
I prioritize Boroko, dog. If I have to sleep and wake up 5 minutes before having to take a bath, fuck me. Trust me, I'm doing it. Sometimes I wake up, I don't even, do my bed. I just go straight to bathing. I'll do the bed when I come back.
No, I'm also like that. Like, I love my sleep, but one of the reasons I'm so level-headed and emotionally sound is before I meet anyone, I've already had that discussion with myself. Some people, it's after work, after a heavy day. Instead, I can conclude you find they'll sit in the car for a good 30 minutes just defrosting before they take that toxicity inside the home, whatever the case. For me, it's in the morning. In the morning, I'll defrost. Bro, you can piss me off or get angry, but I'll still get the work done. And it's not that worry. If G pissed me off, don't say the frustration stuck and LSG. No. Sure. I've already defrosted. And if you G pissed me off, is that thing of, okay, I'm going to wait until I get home? Hit the bar, hit the weights, exercise, take that frustration out. Then LSG, you know what? I'm fine. I don't mind going to LSG and Tana Akikeren, bro. Let's pose that questionnaire for tomorrow, whatever the case is. So I don't lash out to you unnecessarily.
You're not very like, you need to. That's why I have to just literally just prepare myself. Because yes, bro. I'd never cook the entire day. Agnan. All right, guys. What's the next thing? Kagiso, give it to us there.
How you say Kagiso and looking at LSG, bro? How does that work?
No, I said Kagiso. I was looking at you. You're looking down.
Once happened.
And then I looked at this LSG. LSG is zoning out, bro. I'm afraid he's zoning out. I can't ask him.
I can't put na kitlo zamud.
In morning energy, I looked at him before I even asked you to tell me what's the next thing.
Shit, next thing.
And I realized. But anyway, so
one question I can pose to you guys now. What's one thing that you undermined or misunderstood or took for granted until you experienced it yourself or had to go through it yourself to understand the gravity of it? So for me, for example, is that I never used to understand about or my parents say they don't have money. For me, it's that thing of, what the fuck do you mean, bruh? You don't have money. McDonald's, no. You can't tell me you don't have money.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, until I started working and I see, fuck, my salary only covers me for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The rest of the 2 weeks, so when someone says, Habana Nyugu, I now understand.
They really mean it, yeah.
So for you guys, what's one thing that was done or said that you only understood once you've experienced it, that, hey, shit, it's not as easy as it seems to be?
Parenting.
Parenting
is not easy. And Liting, I'm talking from an experience of a father that's present but not living with the child. So you can imagine for people that actually live with the kids.
Fuck.
It's even fucking worse. Pella, when you parenting, dog, you must understand how you don't have your me time anymore. It's gone.
Nah.
You don't have a break. Sometimes, for me, it's a fucked up thing, but sometimes it's better when the parents are no longer together, because the other parent can just take the child and give the other parent a chance to breathe. It's a fuck up thing, but you don't get time to breathe unless maybe it's during the week and the child maybe will go crèche or at the school. Unless if you want to do long breathing, why is it long breathing? But unless you decide to take your child to boarding school, then you can make another child.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
For you, G, what's the case?
But it's parenting for me. It's not as easy as sometimes when you're growing up, especially as a teenager.
Nah?
You think everything is easy. It's fucking not easy. It's not easy now. I've got a 4-year-old. Imagine that 4-year-old is going to be 13 at some point.
Shit, the mood swings and all that shit.
The mood swing. Now they start experimenting with things. So now fuck me.
Shit. Actually can't put my head around it. I mean, you mentioned something that I would have also just really mentioned.
How about relationships?
And it's also just around finance and you name it, you know. I just thought about relationships now, but I'm just trying to put my head around. No, I'm actually going to say love. I'm actually going to go with love to say you'll easily take love for granted.
Ooh.
And granted in the sense, ring, you take it for granted in the sense of I've seen a lot of people who were maybe in very toxic relationships. And it's very easy for you as an individual to be like, leave him, leave her. You know what? He's not treating you right, or she's not treating you right, you know? Until you are in
that
a situation where you love somebody in a crazy way. Whereas whatever they do that might be seen by an outsider as bullshit, you do not really look at it as
Bullshit.
You know what I mean? So I'm just coming back to saying you might take love for granted, and I also want to say that love is like a drug, bro. And this is another reason why you see a lot of people who are in love, both women and men, end up either doing some really crazy shit for love, you know? It can either be positive things for love that you look and be like, yo, umureketsi koloi type of vibe. Or ukenis kolotong because of, or they bought them a car, they got into debt because of love. And on the contrary, you have situations where people would literally be like, my boyfriend left me, I'm going to kill myself. Woo. You know what? Or my partner left me, boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm going to kill myself. Or my partner is threatening to leave me. And I'm not in agreement with that. So it's either me or no one else. You get what I mean? So, and now that's that thing where you find yourself in a position where you get your loved ones or the lover kills their partner. Because it's that thing, you know, it's either I'm so in love with you that I cannot bear the pain of losing you.
You know,
And if you voluntarily want to walk out of this relationship, then I'm in disagreement.
you know the other thing I want to say, ne, that people take for granted, and I'm gonna speak for girls here. I know I'm not supposed to speak for girls, but I'm gonna speak for girls here.
We always knew.
You
Kita bola tapta, ne?
fuck that shit.
Couldn't turn off.
You know, girls in their 20s, they always go for fuck boys,
Bad
niggas,
boys.
yeah, bad boys, niggas that are aesthetically pleasing, right?
And
And then
financially
they
sound.
curve all of those ones they call boring, right? And then Mutu Ajabu Shabai 20s up until probably like 30 or 31, and then when they get to 33, they want to settle. And that time, the nigga that was serious about them, that they found boring at the
has
time,
moved on.
is fucking
Successful.
married. He's moved on. He's married. He's got kids. He's got family. He's married. And then now they're gonna be thinking to themselves, "Fuck me. Should have gave that nigga a chance."
But you know, to be honest, to be truthfully honest, I'm sure we've also had that girl. Had the qualities we want, just not aesthetically pleasing. Maybe when
Yeah,
made
true.
and bono,
That's true.
I don't know, has a nice ass or cleavage or whatever, but they didn't have that.
Yeah.
Personality, emotional intelligence, IQ, and all that. They have it all.
Yeah.
Just not the physical
Physique, yeah.
aesthetics. And they'll treat you very well.
Bruh.
That's
Like a
true.
king.
It's the same thing that I said on one of the episodes previously. Hoy. Every person has that one person that they know who they like, and they're gonna probably give them everything except the physical that they want. They're not pleasing enough. They're not pleasing enough. But I'm telling you, dog, they regret. The thing is, I know all of us, including the niggas, have been through that thing. Yeah, hoy. You probably curved girls that you know hoy, they were probably gonna give you everything because they like you that much. But for girls, Apela, you must know hoy, girls, they always have options. So they'll always choose a nigga that is aesthetically pleasing for them. And they'll always make sure, hoy, even if it's a nigga that's not physically pleasing or appeasing, it's a nigga that has money.
Okay, so let me pose a question. The question is leading to the next topic. Nah. How do you think the relationship dynamics is for people that have financially have their life in order? Do you think it's the same as someone who doesn't have money?
No. Can never be the same. Money gives you options. With money you can have anyone.
True, but how's the relationship dynamic?
Also,
Yeah, that's a very difficult question, because dynamic, dynamic can also be influenced by who is in this and what are they in it for. Anton. Because now you find yourself in a situation whereby you're reading a relationship wrong simply because of the fact that you have money. Anton. You find yourself with an individual that is after your money, but you very quickly misinterpret their love, but not knowing hore, it's only there because of mula, Anton. So, to answer Kagiso's question, yes, relationships do get affected by money in some way or another.
for me, when you have money, the dynamic is always going to be different because whoever that you meet, you'll always think, oh, they're here for the money, not for me. No matter how much love they show you, sometimes they can be very genuine. True. But also sometimes they cannot be that genuine because you have money, and give you that kind of respect that you want.
Yes.
And you might misinterpret that respect for love.
For love and respect, really.
Exactly.
And that time is just literally...
It's because you have money.
Pretending because you are in a certain financial position. But once that drops, then everything else
gone
that you might have looked at or misinterpreted as love practically just goes out the window.
Sometimes, people usually say, Jorge, the girl that loves you when you have nothing is the girl that you need to stick with. Because when you have money, you don't know who's genuine.
True.
Even friends.
Everyone,
You
even
don't
family.
know- even family, actually. Because you might find, the family that treats you well, it's because you have money. You can
Practically.
see that uncle that doesn't have money,
Exactly.
how they treat them.
Mm-hmm.
That means, if you find yourself in their situation or position,
You are in there.
you're just like them.
You'll be,
So
you'll be a number as well.
money gives you options, but money is not always a good thing, especially when it comes to relations.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter what kind of relation that you have. Relations, it's not a good thing. Yes, money, all of us, we want money because money gives you that respect. Money gets you respected. That's why you even find someone that's younger than you calling you hot man.
Practically.
Because of
Only
money.
because of money.
Because of money. If you did not have that money,
You're not going to give a damn about you.
then
Practically.
So money is everything, and the dynamic. Unfortunately, you can never know when you have money. You can never know which relationship is genuine, even if it's not someone that was in your life before, and you just met this person. You don't know what they're here for. They could be here for the money. Sometimes they could be here for the genuineness, and they genuinely love you.
Yeah, but you'll never really get to know it until...
Unfortunately, I don't even think you can know it. Do you think you can know who eventually who this person is here for whatever?
Honestly speaking, I've always just said, be with an individual at your lowest so that you know that they will be there at your highest. So you'll never really get to know until you hit rock bottom. You get what I mean?
And you can't even
And
hit,
it's sad.
you can't even hit the rock bottom just to test people if they're here.
Well, you can test it by pretending like you've hit rock bottom.
But that's too much. Now you have to go through the whole thing just to test
Unfortunately, bro, if you have doubts, then put it to the test. Because learner as an individual, there's certain things that you sit down and you think about and like introspect and you think to say, okay, am I with the right person? Does this individual really bring a bit of calm in my life? Does she bring this? Does she bring that? Like there's certain things that you ask yourself. And if you are not able to answer all those questions, then you need to unfortunately put it to the test. You get what I mean?
Also
it goes back to, and I know this might be a very, off example, but companies that thrive on durability, they test their products in their worst conditions. And that's the only way you're going to know whether your product is premium or the best for
whatever
it is that you are selling it to be.
Yeah.
Antoine, when Timberland makes a boot, they are saying this boot is going to be waterproof. Nah? This boot is going to be strong enough for you to be able to wear it in any type of weather, any type of condition.
Yeah.
Caterpillar, the shoe, when they had shoes that were able to, that had like steel toes, they did it because they were doing it for like a specific target market, which is normally construction, or people who were in your construction, mining, and to protect them from whatever it is type of vibe. So it's the same thing, the relationship. I mean, the only way to determine if this is really for you is to put it to the test. And yes, sometimes it comes across as though you are fishing, but if you really want to know if your person is your person and they are meant for you and they are in it for the right reasons, then put it at the test. Put them on a test. Antoine.
For me, if there's one way I would recognize or I would realize if someone, it's not even guaranteed, but if I do see how this person is demanding, they always want to demand shit that is above. Sometimes because they have money now, they demand, please buy me a car, please buy me this. Or when someone that is self-sufficient enough, they don't demand anything. I once saw a clip from one of the niggas in one of the podcasts. They were saying, a girl that does not ask for anything deserves everything. And a girl that keeps on asking for things deserves nothing.
Deserves nothing.
Deserves nothing. Because a girl that doesn't ask for anything, that's the girl that understands your position.
But here's a plot twist. What if she doesn't ask from you?
What if?
She doesn't ask from you. She's asking elsewhere.
Is somebody else sponsoring it?
Yeah, but
because sometimes it's not financially, bro. One thing I've realized, people always ask for what they want. If not directly, then indirectly. So if you're not catering for what they're asking for, they will seek it elsewhere. So there's let's say in my case, those ladies that are upfront, I would like 1, 2, 3. Then there's ones that wouldn't say it, but they will
indirectly
throw suggestions or this is what I want. Yo, it was so nice that Hoiti bought his girlfriend flowers.
Yeah.
She's telling you indirectly, she would also
hint.
Wangana said, oh, that was a nice gesture. Or, let's go to the movies and Akheta movies share something romantic. Or whatever the case is, indirectly, why bonta? If you don't cater for that, I can guarantee you someone else will cater for it.
So
there's no way someone does not want any expectations at all. They might love you and rather than me making it directly and making it difficult for him, let me throw hints. When he can, he will. But if you don't, someone else will.
Or Osfred elsewhere. So
You know,
Sele,
also-
now you're literally, she goes and finds a sugar daddy, and both of you are now feeding from that sugar daddy.
That's a good thing. That's a fucking good thing. What are you saying?
You're
The fuck you
thinking,
mean it's a good thing?
That's a good thing. What fun?
fuck that shit, dog.
Eh,
It's not okay. You know
God,
one
she
thing.
sponsors
One thing.
you with illness as well.
Literally,
Yeah, that's a
one
problem.
thing besides illness, nah. Before we get to illness, your stature as a man is literally overthrown. She will never look at you the same way, unless it's a thing. Now you're just thieves and you're just constantly targeting
Thieves.
particular. Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
fuck, if you're
No,
gonna be
one
targeting
thing I do
people
know
for
in that
financial
situation is that
benefit,
she
then-
loves me.
Nah, bro, that's
Nah.
no.
The problem that I
wouldn't
have with
fucking-
that thing is that no ukidlali motole. That's the problem.
But that's
that
the
I
thing,
have.
dog. Like, that on its own makes you a bitch.
I know.
Nah, bro.
I know. But if I love Panda, dog, she must go and Panda. She loves me.
Not
Eh,
in
but
that
nah,
way.
nah. Hella, that
You see,
nigga-
the thing is that I think men are just
Imagine
generally
Ali
wired
Ramo listing
different.
up Balthazar. Balthazar
You get what I
coming
mean?
about.
Exactly. Balthazar. So that means, like,
And one thing about fucking media.
men are wired
Joe.
differently, bro. One thing I've realized and noticed, gents in general, men in general, nah, a man
But I
will
would never do
never.
that thing, eh?
And
That's
Kagiso
crazy.
has also said this quite a few times, and he normally just says, a man's pride is in his woman. So if your
Always.
woman misbehaves and is out there just literally just being free and casual with everyone, then your dignity, your pride, your respect is just compromised. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna allow your girl to like, that's why you're literally pimping her. She's now going out there
She's pimping herself.
having, sexual relations with
Bontate Mkhulu.
with other people, for monetary compensation, then that's just fucked up. And that's why if you are in or on it as well, or in on it as well, and and you're aware, bro,
Yeah.
like
Oringa,
your structure as a man has just literally just gone down the drain.
I don't even-
She is only with you because she really loves you, but she'll never see you as a man.
Nah, I don't even think it's that. I just think it's on her. It's not even about me. I will never
But it
see
will be
her.
eventually.
I will never see her as someone that will ever be content, because sometimes it could
Will
be, a
ever
thing
be-
content about whatever that she has, or about me, even not even about whatever that she
So
has.
why are you in it then?
That's why I'm saying it's a fucked up situation, because if I am gonna be allowing it, then it means she's probably gonna be doing this forever. And at the day Kiri stop this shit, she's not gonna stop. She's used to it.
Besides being used to it, it brings her money.
That's why Kiri, she's not gonna stop.
So let me pose a question now. It's jumping onto the next topic, but very much relevant. What do you think is the last phase of a hoe phase for a girl?
The last face of your whole face.
Of a girl, yeah.
So the last phase in terms of?
So there's this theory or analogy that everyone goes through a hoe phase.
Okay.
So what do you think is the last stages of a hoe phase?
But I'm just trying to paint an understanding on
Okay, so
when you say the last stage, is it in terms of actions, in terms of
however you think of it.
turning
So,
points?
for some
to correct
people, they
myself?
think religion is the last phase. So, for example, once a
Like,
lady,
what do they turn to try and
Teleja,
forget?
teleja.
I'm asking. Okay.
So, in most cases, you find people think once a girl is a born again or very much religious, she's had a whole phase, she's had a fun, she's tired, and now is a retired hoe, and now she
She's trying to clean up the image.
yeah, she's very much religious. So what's your basically, if you go to a club or whatever, when you pick up a lady, of a girl, if she's gone through a whole phase, how do you see this one in a
She's trying
prime?
to settle with me.
Yeah.
The last stage for me is her trying to settle with me after she's been through many niggas.
But how do you know she's been through many niggas?
And she wants to go with me.
But what if not celebrate because she got a job?
Nah, but you can't be celebrating with someone that you barely even know. You want to sleep with that person for the first time.
She got a job, or it's a whatever. It's a bachelor party for the friend, and she's like, you know what? For this once off, let me just let loose.
This is a very difficult question.
It's a difficult question.
I'm still trying to understand how to answer this question.
Okay, how do you spot a hoe, and how do you spot a lady that's not a hoe?
These hoes and loyal. You can't spot a hoe, dog. I'm telling you right now, you can't spot a hoe. You can't even judge a person. You can't even judge a girl just by picking up from a club or at a club. You cannot, because you can't even tell that she does this every week. She probably does.
Yeah, that's why I get it's a very tricky question.
So you can't tell, dog.
Because now I'm thinking last phase of what she would do.
Look, physically you can't tell, but emotionally, or there's something that will give hints that this one has seen the better half of life.
Like wanting you to do different styles.
No.
We really know your thing.
So what's for you, then G?
Bro, I'm just trying to fucking figure this shit
You
out.
can't say no, and you're still trying to figure out shit.
Nigga, all I can tell you is that you can't tell.
I'm about to also be like, shit, this is a very difficult question.
You cannot tell.
You can't really tell. Because I'm still stuck on, am I trying to determine whether she's a hoe or not? Or am I trying to determine whether...
Firstly, if you cannot determine that this is a hoe, you definitely cannot determine.
Can I say something though?
This
you can tell to a certain extent.
Okay.
Because the reason I say that, nah, it's like the poppy stages of love, nah. You can see red flags. You just choose to ignore it. One of the red flags is them being a hoe. And I'm not only directing this to ladies, also guys. You can see who this guy's a player.
If it's a red,
you choose to ignore it, nah. There are red flags that you see.
How do you know this guy is a player?
Yeah.
And how do you know this girl?
Too.
So give an example of
one for me, nah, someone who's enjoyed the better half of life, but they don't come from a good background. How the fuck did you afford to go to certain places?
They were just fortunate of dating someone that could afford those things, and that was just one person.
And it was just that.
It was just one person.
It was just that.
Yeah. It was just that one person.
Even varsity life, bro. I wonder if unohlala varsity and unohlala res, it comes to question.
Do you think it's important to have Failang Wanyana before you decide to be serious with them?
Doggy. It's fucking very important, my man.
How would I wonder if you love her with her past, it's one matter altogether. Nana no se replo me at Carlton or whatever the case is. Media and it 4 out of the 5 out of the 10 guys who plomili or 6 out of the 10 guys who plomili they've had a taste.
Like, hey, this is Mandy. She slept with that guy and that guy.
No, fine. Even if you don't know they slept with her, but just the looks and the engagement, fuck. Bro, you know, Luana how no like skila, maybe oya ko Woma Pen or go Little Falls Resort, whatever the case is. What if media how keep part of those girls that Bashali Cheney guy 6 niggas, one after another.
But the thing is, how do you even know? Because it's important for you to know that information.
But one thing I know, the truth does not stay hidden.
Yeah, the truth doesn't.
For long.
The truth doesn't, bro.
It always comes out.
Because you are gonna come or you are gonna meet the people that used to be in her life one day or another.
And the reason the truth comes out, sometimes it's not even from the niggas that have
stepped with her. Yeah.
The friend.
The friends.
The previous night they fought, and I do not fuck it. I'm gonna tell your nigga,
if the friend is just bitter.
Nah,
that
but
as
that's
it
the thing.
may,
You're
that's a
thinking-
past.
You're overthinking it right now.
No, I'm not overthinking it. You need to look at everything. The
Yeah,
friend
but
could be better. The friend could be wanting you.
Njaka, one thing I know about lies, ne?
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
To a certain extent, yes. Ne? And also, onka se kapi maka out of nowhere.
yeah.
That's where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's why every joke has the truth in it.
Yeah.
So if a person makes a joke, or demeaning you, whatever, just know to a certain extent they feel.
That's how they feel.
That's how they feel, yeah. So the truth always comes out somehow. And in most cases, it's from very close people to whoever is relaying the truth. So to answer your question, my lady's past matters a lot. As much as I love her, if I bruh, this is what has happened, or Kuta, this is what has happened, I'll leave, bruh.
Yeah, because you think about it to say there's nothing special about her then. If she was so careless in her past, which is
Peace of mind
Doing whatever
also,
the
bro.
fuck, you know?
No, Wafitla, let's say your matey has had
and when I respect, you're not gonna
quite a
get-
fair share of life.
because everybody's gonna feel like
Definitely not gonna get respect.
No matey was ogala LSG are nalibo kere ripukile a getaway to Cape Town for 3 days.
You know, to a certain extent, that's why I understand Zulu niggas by not wanting their girls to go and work. You know,
But when a house pano chunang medi,
what do you mean?
she's gonna get bored.
I know, but she can go and do something, maybe a business or type of thing.
Yeah, she's
not
still out
for
there.
her to.
She's still out
still out
there.
I know,
but that's
but
the
it's
thing.
worse than going to the
Bro, you can't
office.
tame a
Nah,
hoe.
bro, it's the same
That's why, Barry,
thing.
you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Exactly. It's
You
the
can't
same
tame a
thing,
hoe,
bro.
bro. Whether was pana,
It's the
has
same thing,
pani, bro, she can be a
literally fuck the
CEO.
gardener.
That's true.
We ready to run. No, she's at home. She's safe. Wait, what.
That's true.
Electrician comes through.
Fa.
Pa. You at work. I don't want you to work. Don't want you to work. Okay? They're gonna see at the office. They see her at home, in your bed.
Sometimes I do a shopping. I reka goes I go tlhakanale out.
Exactly.
I feel like, you know what, my I'll take a spanner Monday to Friday 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Go to Antunka 6.
Exactly.
When I in between those times, Zoga.
Come through.
Udima better how
You know, I don't know how many stories I've heard from people sharing on social media. Even one of my Uber drivers shared this story before. Hoy. The person that works Kontlu, most of the time how they find out is when they go to work and decide to come back early.
112.
They decide to come back early.
And that's by a coincidence, bro. Like, let me tell you something, bro. Coming back early is, yes, it's something that can just happen because remember, this thing doesn't happen every day.
True.
You get what I mean? So it's by a big coincidence, or you're gonna find something. You
That's
get what I
why there was this thing. I don't know if it's true or what, but there was this stats that came out. Babu, 60% of men that did DNA test, they found out they were not fathers of the children that they thought
Yes,
they were.
bro. That's very true.
Because
There's a
ka
lot
se
of-
itse hore
There's a lot of niggas, but
ngwana a tswang mpeng ya mosadi wa hao ke ngwana hao. Because in the olden days there was this thing ya hore maybe wena o spana di mining o tswa mahaeng. O spana di mining ha o ya mahaeng for a good 6 months or so you're away from home. Ha o khutla made you pregnant. You can't say fuck I'm divorcing you. That shit happened during your marriage. So whatever child is coming out of that, that's your
it's
child.
yours. Fuck that.
Fuck
So meaning
that,
o lwana ha o le da di mining wa khutla wa ke spatisitse ka ntle. Ke ngwana for ya hao.
Fuck that, dog.
What I'm saying is that
I was never gonna
now that's how you feel, but back then things were a bit different. That's why I can say to na ntwero we khapa ka namane and all that shit. Basically, once you tite mahadi or lobola, anything that comes out of that womb is yours. Whether that's infidelity or
Fuck
not,
that shit.
ngwana hao.
Fuck
That's
that
what Nabachore. A lot of fathers don't know who they actually biological fathers. Nako they know who ngwana o asiwaka kwa mkhize kapa kwa putilezi kapa kwa kai.
Mona wa o choose define tsa mazulu kanti wetsalang ka life yao.
That's the biggest tribe. So that's the first thing etlang ngundu. But what I'm saying is that you would know ngwana o how, but O tlo ntshwara as wa hao,
You
'cause-
you not have a choice.
yeah.
Isn't it concerning that women are able to be slick about infidelity and for you not to find out?
Bro, I was just about to say, I've
Like,
seen,
it's like there are pros in this shit.
there are a few niggas or guys that I know of that not I know personally, but I've seen.
Ha.
That are literally what's that are literally
Ha.
also
that are
know.
literally raising
But charity.
that are literally raising children.
Wait, the
that
bigger
aren't
question is, did
theirs,
you tell them?
They
But
also
they've
know.
been told that these kids are theirs. No, they don't know. Obviously,
Oh, fuck me.
Did you tell them?
I can't.
You can, anonymously.
I can't.
Then you a bitch nigga as well.
Or maybe anonymously. I don't think they're anonymous pots. I never fun.
Ah, then you a
Never-
bitch nigga as well. Because if not, katava about tshwarisitse njiva. Ah, fuck
But they're
that
not close
bitch,
to
bro.
me. They're not my friends.
Send them an anonymous.
I don't owe them shit. You as my friend, I'll definitely tell you, Nine Nantuana, more or fuck up. But they're not my friends. That's why I know people that are like, some of them I probably haven't even spoken to. But I get set up already thinking more, whatever. Anton. But nah, that'll never fucking happen to me. Now I've always told myself, but I don't give a fuck how much I love you as my wife. But let me tell you,
If I do find out,
if we ever have a child,
if I catch you,
I will fucking take that child on the first. Deliver for DNA. Same day. Take DNA test, same day.
that's true.
I will never spend a cent on a child that's not mine.
So would you?
That is made to be said that it's mine.
Would you? Is that what you are saying? How you would do? How,
Get DNA
yeah.
on the fucking first day.
Thank you, my dog.
On the fucking. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn how much you love me. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I don't give a damn whether this fucking child looks like me.
Before you sign that birth
I
certificate,
will fucking take that DNA same day, boss.
You know that makes sense.
Take a
because
sample of you, read when
niggas
you're
have
fucking
been lied
pregnant,
to.
boss.
Niggas have been lied to. That makes sense.
Ah, nah, never, bro. Nah, I've always told, and it's funny how I've always said this from from a younger age. Like I'm telling you, I'm talking high school vibes, where I've always told myself that should ever a girl that I'm dating falls pregnant, bruh, I don't give a fuck how good the relationship is. I'm fucking doing the DNA, boss. Call it my insecurities is fine, but
But you know you can't do it without the consent.
of who?
The girl. She needs to consent it.
So what if she
No,
says
you
no?
don't.
Then what?
It's not happening.
no, you don't. Like for example,
Nah,
no
fuck
say
that
how,
shit, bro.
ne?
Then I'm
I
not.
think-
Then I'm not shouldn't support. Then
I think
I'm also
Clicks
not
does
going
that
to
as
support,
well.
bro.
Like
Then you can go down that route.
Nah, unkakova no say how, ne? For example,
do it
uye
alone.
Clicks
You can't.
and
dog.
just do
You
a
can.
swab and but check if you are the father or
Exactly.
not.
bro, not now.
Nah,
you can't,
bro.
You can now,
nah,
bro.
you can't, dog.
You can.
I'm telling you.
Nah, bro.
I'm also telling you, dog.
Nah, you can't, dog.
You can.
Nah.
you
Why do you need consent?
It's because it's the parents, it's the other parent. You don't have
Why do
sole
you
consent to
consent?
this child.
No.
Why do you consent is my question.
It's because Mvana it's the parent too.
No, bro, you can go swab and you check.
Bro, you're not deporting them, not deporting. You're not like sending them off to another country where you
man.
need consent.
But why if you're going
The
to
reason
different
why-
provinces and countries, yes, you need consent of the other parent.
Nah, my man. The reason why you can't do it without their consent is because you also have a right to say, okay, you don't want, then I'm not taking care of this child. You've got a right to say that. But without their consent, it's not happening.
No.
But that's not
You
a
know what the
reason,
law
bro.
says, bro?
You can't.
The law's a bit fucked up. Ne? Abana, let's say when I'll baby mama how.
Sure.
You know you're the father of that child, ne? If baby mama how gets married, ne, and the husband is in a better financial situation, they can cut you out.
I know.
The law can approve that because the law doesn't care if you're the biological father or not. They just look at what's at best for the child.
Yeah, the interest of the child.
That's why even with adoption, they look at who's going to take care better of this child. Sometimes that's why they even remove the child out of the mother's thingy. That's because the mother can't even take care of the child. So they will say, well, now you can't take care of this child. So we're taking this child away.
Sure.
Unfortunately, the law is like that. I do understand. But I'm telling you, dog, you can't do. What's the next topic, dog?
Shit, I can check Google if you need consent. Wang stress because now I know you don't need
Not
consent.
never.
Now I know
Fuck
you
that
need
shit.
consent.
Yeah, imagine.
You
Okay, no, a father cannot do a DNA test without a mother's consent
Thank you very much.
in South Africa unless there is a court order or affidavit stating otherwise.
Thank you very much. But you can't go and get the court order.
A mother's consent is required for minors. A mother must provide consent for a minor child unless she is deceased or unable to present.
Told you, my niggas. But obviously, ukasha shiga and still the child and go through the DNA.
Yeah, like, you know, if you know, like,
Shiga wana udula ulite, because this is South Africa that we stay in.
practically.
So you still can find out if this child is yours or not.
Yeah, but backdoor.
Backdoor, unfortunately.
I can check it in.
Nah, yeah, bro. Never. But anyway,
That's fucked up.
how
though.
far are we, bro?
Does a mother need consent to do a DNA test?
How far are we?
With what? Bro, I
They
don't
probably
even
do,
know.
dog.
Just check how far we are in the episode.
But the thing is, we recorded before we even started, so I don't even know.
No, but it's been less than an hour. D-check.
Okay.
No, but I don't even know if the mother does need consent.
But don't you think that's biased now?
The thing is, we don't know if the mother does need consent.
Because there's been cases where, let's say, at birth, kids have been swapped.
I know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's painful. Imagine like you're loyal and everything, and then boom.
But Alison Karabi, Bafetu, what's the last phase of being a hoe?
Bro, we don't
How do you
even
spot
know
that
this
shit?
person is a hoe.
No, but when? How shall I made? I'm sure you're never shall I made that you think is a hoe.
But why would I think this lady is a hoe?
That's the thing. How do you? What's the criteria? How shall I made?
Now, I'm fine, I don't want to lie to you. And Huiton is going to disagree with me on this one. If I can pick up a girl from a club and she goes with me home and she lets me hit, she's a hoe.
That's fair enough.
She's a hoe. How many times has she done it?
Amen, 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 amen. Honestly speaking, guys, I think, guys, you must remember there's interest, guys. There's interest.
He's trying to justify it again.
Because you know what it is.
Yes, I'm interested, but I still think you're a hoe.
No, as an interest from her side. What if she literally said, you know what, Ned,
Don't
tonight
overthink it. When how shall I made?
I'm going to a club, and
What is it that you don't look out for?
if I'm trying to like make a
How do you
chiquita
tell a
resta
girl is a hoe?
without her telling me?
Without anything her saying.
Dog.
You can't tell, no?
It's difficult to tell, but I would say
even picking her from a club, it does not say something. No, she's just interested in you.
nah, bro. The club one is different, bro. The club one is just that thing to say. It could be a first time. It could be like there's a lot of could be's. Just like you're also saying to say probability of her being a hoe may be high. But what is the opposite? Why are we not saying she's 1 out of 100?
What are the
That was
chances of
literally
her
there.
being out of the 100?
1 out of
There's
100.
still
A girl
chances.
you met on the same day and still hit.
I don't know, guys.
Bro, you're just overthinking this shit.
This
But anyway, let's move to the next question. But still the same question. What's a guy's biggest fear when it comes to relationship?
Relationship.
Yeah.
A girl that's
bruh.
gonna accuse me of rape.
That's your biggest fear.
Biggest.
And
You must
Eugene?
understand who there's no
Okay.
coming back from there.
Yeah, well,
Even if they can prove you innocent, there's no fucking coming back.
yeah, it taints you.
Forever. Sometimes people, you can be proven she was talking shit. Ne? It can be proven.
Yeah,
image
but
is
your
However,
image is fucked.
Now people are gonna think you're
it
capable.
has left a bad image in everybody
People are gonna
else's.
think you are capable. Why would she even accuse you?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think okay, that is. But in a relationship, I think the next thing, a guy's biggest fear in a relationship, I think it's just infidelity, bro. Infidelity. There's nothing as painful as
Disloyalty.
you being a man and being told that your girl is a hoe.
You know why that's true, ne? There was a study made that the difference between a widow and a widower is that when it comes to a widow, they can still, to a certain extent, live their life comfortably because they've built genuine relationships, whether it's their friend, siblings, or whatever the case is. Ne? With a widower, they invest their mighty into a woman. Meaning, when I also nyeti for 30 years, the only genuine relationship you know is your lady.
Shit.
Understand it? My chance here so once every year, but the only true genuine relationship you have is with your lady. The person that knows your secrets, your down moments.
That's your best friend. That's literally your mother,
soulmate.
your soulmate, your sister, your friend, your everything.
True. That's why in most cases you find ma'auti or guys, widowers, they die shortly after the wife passes on, because they don't see the purpose of living shortly after that.
So for that reason, do you think one needs to not be attached that much? Can you even help it?
The thing is, you can't be in a lifetime relationship and not being fully invested in.
That's true. Can't be half in.
Can't be half in, bro. That's why, you know the saying, I always tell people that the saying of behind every successful man is a woman. It's true. But also behind the failure of a man is a woman. Either you invested into the right woman or the wrong woman. But either way, that will lead to success or failure.
Hey, because the wrong woman can destroy you.
Fucked up. Fucked up. Kingdoms have been destroyed because of the king or whoever was ruling invested into a wrong woman. But for me, I can say a biggest fear of out is disrespect. That can be broadened in a way, yeah, hore. Remember, love for men is respect. It's not measured the same way as woman is, but respect. Like if infidelity, you won't commit infidelity if you respect me. There
That's
is
true.
no way. Pella, if you know now I'm not a man that shares their woman, you will not disrespect me by making mutomong aje dijo tsa bokgosi, whereas in, you get what I mean? Like
I do.
even if we're going through a rough patch, when I had to find comfort into another man's shoulder, there's no way, bro.
Hafisa o tla khutla re ne le mistake.
Mistakey.
No some fee attention.
Mistakey. Ang kapano it's a family gathering, bro. Ako when ang kaya attention.
Ne?
Yeah.
Because for me, hey, I'll always, it's always gonna be crazy for me. You know when people say, when they cheat and then they say it was a mistake. Mistake?
Bro, there's nothing more important to a man than the respect. For example, a lot of fights that happen, huma outi, there was a woman there directly or indirectly. For example, if you push LSG, if there's a girl there, and if there's a girl who's not there, it's gonna hit differently.
That's true.
Because if we come cheat fella, we'll sway each other, bruh. And all that. There won't be that thing of you demasculating me. But once there's a woman, the dynamics change.
And yo.
Because now you feel like one disrespect. Why? Because we're in us so and on a girl in our premise in our in our area.
That's true, Mfana, because if I think about it, you know, there's always banter within niggas, right? However, that banter needs to shift and become like khudisana jokingly, not crossing a line of starting to swear each other when there's a girl involved, or maybe there's a girl that's chilling with us. It's not the same.
Exactly. For example, let's say G passed out and I kakela.
Yo. Fucked up example, boss.
That story, we can laugh about it as much as.
As soon
But
as you
once
bring it up,
G and I made ya high or any other girl, and you bring it up, It's gonna rub different.
You must understand who is never gonna be your friend ever.
It's gonna
again.
rub different.
It's gone.
Sure.
He's probably even gonna be physical with you.
Dog.
Ngicela amasepha.
So for me, that's the biggest fear, disrespect. Wabona want to know, maybe you respect them. Before I take a decision, we'll think about how you feel about something.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So, layapara, a simple clothing gear, whether it's going to work or party, it's how will my man feel if I'm wearing this? So if my man will feel disrespected, okay, let me change my outfit. But girl, asanang what's your viewpoint, how you feel and all that. That's total disrespect for me. That's my biggest fear, bro. Someone who would not consider how you feel about something. And that's how I feel infidelity will come about.
Yeah, practically.
She doesn't care how you will feel.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible for people to get into a relationship with someone that they low-key hate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said it earlier on today, desperation, 1. 2, although it's also desperation, fear of being alone.
Yeah.
Some people they not hide, but they soothe the wound of a previous relationship with a new relationship.
Or it could also be just a previous loved one. Because I've come across not really come across, but there has been times when you meet a specific individual, but you realize that they're like somehow filling a void. You get that one?
That's true.
To say either they did not have a father, now they look at you as a father, but at the same time maybe hate you because they did not have a father. On top. So they fill in this void, but at the same time they're only with you because you possess that father figure in how you treat them. But now it pisses them off and they end up despising you because you're not the person that they wanted it coming from. Anton. So yeah, I do agree that you can actually be in a relationship with somebody that you hate. Or in cases where there's like infidelity. Nah?
That's true.
I am with a specific person, they cheat on me, and now I love them so much that I find it very difficult to leave them. Anton.
Sometimes.
But now I'm still with them, but I hate them because of what the fuck they did to me by cheating. Anton. But now I can't leave them because I still love them so much. But love them in terms of I'm just used to them being part of my life. And this is all I know. And then here they are, they cheat. Now I hate them for putting me in this position where now I need them, but they fucked me over.
You know, sometimes women can pretend, and they're very good pretenders. For an example, there's a story that I was told by my Uber driver the other time. So he told me, this nigga was married to this woman. This woman is like a nurse, right? Mm-hmm. So one day, the nurse, so the woman usually has like night shifts. And when she has night shifts, this nigga is bringing women, going through. Okay. And he sleeps with those women, mobete, yabon, right? Oh, shit, yeah. One day, the woman or the wife came back early, found this nigga.
Shit.
Right? Found this nigga. This nigga apologized. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it again. It was a mistake. And this woman was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. I understand. And like, it's fine. Can't even find her. She was plotting a comeback of the century.
Yes.
Right? One day, this nigga found like a small job. This nigga is not working. This woman is a breadwinner.
Oh, fuck.
The fucking house belongs to this woman.
Oh, shit.
Right? This man one day finds a job, small job. He goes and does this job. When he comes back, the woman is gone with everything inside the house. right? They have kids, including with the kids, right?
Fuck.
Gone. This woman is not having it at all, right? And he thought all along they were okay. They were living normally. One day this woman was like gone. She was still trying to plot and trying to find a place.
Yeah.
Right? Gone. Like a month now, 2 months. One day this nigga saw a truck pulling up. Hey papa, we bought this house. Get the fuck up.
That's fucked up. But you know, that
That nigga,
Shit, bruh.
the Uber driver is telling me that nigga never recovered. Was hit by 2 strokes.
yeah, the fact that you left and the fact that I'm
Hit by fucking 2 strokes.
kicked out.
And
But-
my Uber driver was telling me most of the time niggas do things that they know they can't afford to do them. Number one, you're not working. This woman is a breadwinner. Number two, you know you are weak. If this woman is going to do this for you, it's fucking over for you. You're going to have strokes.
You know,
But it has
side
always
note,
been same.
I think one day trying to invite an Uber driver. I'm sure those
Yeah.
people have stories for
They've got stories for fucking
They
days,
probably
those
do.
guys, bruh.
Bruh, so
Yo.
batlakana ka yona. So let's say queen request her to a place abasa TV and they wanna pay ka nyash.
Yeah. They always do.
Or maybe you get tatolwana or out tatolwana le mang
Or they're
mang.
on conversations on the phone, dog.
Dog.
Because they probably hear a lot of conversations on the phone, dog. Or twale phone like a guy, and then 2 minutes to phone like your husband, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, like your boyfriend, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Yo, like, is that thing out here? They probably see cuck. But just coming back to what you just said, Lesotho, to say, I've heard or a woman literally gets over you while they're in a relationship.
That's true.
And once they're over you, there's no turning point or there's no going back to say, whatever you do, whatever you say,
Sorry, I
you
need
will
to say
never
this too.
convince.
To add on the thing, of the story of the Uber driver with this guy. Uber driver was telling me when this nigga left home, he was like, fuck, go high. So he was not even getting along with the people. Now he has to fucking go back. And I'm mad. So it's a fucking, that's why everything was not working out.
But
That's why.
at least he had a job now.
No,
No,
it's
it
a
was, it was a peace job, dog. This nigga is now out.
Fuck. God damn. Hey, that was a fucking
That's
dumb
why
move.
you don't fucking mess around, dog. When you know, if I lose this, it's fucking.
Yeah, you
over
don't
for
bite
me.
the hand that feeds.
You know what's said? Sometimes you don't even fuck around. Was everything right, but it's still not right.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't fuck around. It's just that thing.
It goes back to what I was telling you.
Wakhatana.
Jorge. Sometimes, yes, you can't fuck around because something can still bad.
Because there was this
something bad
story
can
in
still happen.
Ikebala on the newspaper rather. This guy had 4 kids with his wife. I don't know what led to a DNA test. A test that go felabana. All of those kids were not his.
Fuck.
You know what he did? A petrol, poured it on himself and light himself a flame.
Why the
A
fuck
light.
did he do that?
Why would
He
you do
burned to
that?
death. But I'm just saying, you know, pain and hurt, you react differently. Babang killed the person that did wrong to them.
That's true, yeah.
Some people do whatever, but I'm just saying, Hore, he was in so much pain
Yeah,
that
he's in so much pain, bro.
he
And
killed
to torture-
himself just because of how he was feeling. And I presume he did everything right because he believed all those 4 kids were his.
4, bro.
4.
That's fucked up.
So I'm just saying, Hore, sometimes you might do things right and still it's not right.
I fought a lot, bro.
Life, it's like
It's a
as a
big
whole,
deal.
it's a gamble.
Yeah, it is, bro. Life is a fucking gamble, bro. That's why I keep saying, like, fuck, dog. It's so bad right now. The climate, the relationship climate's right now is so fucking terrible that you just don't know who the fuck you with, dog. You're literally just going in there, gambling, and just hoping, wishing that whoever you found,
Hoping for the
whoever you
best.
with, is not gonna fuck you over, dog. Because let me tell you, right now, a lot of people are just fucking each other over, and it's just so fucked up. Like, yo, I just don't understand. But hey, yeah, Erika will go forever. Yeah. But with that said, I think we're done. Do you have any PTWs
Not really.
that you want to touch on? All right. Kagiso, any PTWs that you want to touch on?
I don't have anything I want to
All right,
add on.
botafala. All right, thank you very much, Street Squad, for tuning in. Please continue tuning in with the next episodes that are coming in. You're watching Global Streetz Live, and we are
Outta
out of
here.
here.